Hi, I'm Amberlyn Joins, and I'm going to be talking about constructive criticism because I think it's a very important part of communication in the workplace. And I'm hoping I can get through this. And I've been looking forward to this because I've been wanting to be a YouTuber, and this is me achieving my goals. Okay, so I'm going to start off with like a historical debriefing of constructive criticism. And I found that it started in ancient Greece with all of the philosophers like Plato and Aristotle when they were like teaching their like little students and apprentices. And I found that John Locke, he had a lot of famous writings that criticized the government, like an essay concerning human understanding and two treatises of the government. He was just giving like constructive criticism that was simple for the public to read that criticized the government. And Thomas Paine is also similar. He was a young writer during the American Revolution who wrote a very popular pamphlet that was called Common Sense, which also like constructive criticism to the government so the public could understand how to criticize the government, which I find interesting. For my presentation, I'm going to be using a teacher as an example because that's what I want to be when I'm an adult, and we've all had to deal with teachers, so we should know what this looks like in the classroom. So right here, we have a young girl who we're going to call the student in this situation. She is a victim of the teacher's very deconstructive criticism. She is overwhelmed. She feels like she is useless because her work is really bad. And the teacher is like, you are just really messing this up. Like, what are you doing? She feels so bad because like she keeps messing up and the teacher is not helping her understand why. And this is causing the teacher a lot of stress also. Like, she's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm doing my job and this student isn't listening to me. And why can't she do it right? And she's just all sorts of mad. These are some signs of constructive criticism. Like, you might hear these things being said in a classroom because of deconstructive criticism. So a student might be like, I am so dumb. Why is my teacher so mean? And you might hear a teacher say, why do my students ignore me? Yeah. As a teacher, you might start to feel depressed or, I don't know, like you're not doing your job good enough. So some ways to fix this are to listen to your students and respond with respect and kindness and be aware of how they feel and help them do better next time they mess up. And if you do these things, people will start to respect you more instead of just getting angry or ignoring you. And then you'll start to notice that your students like you because you're helping them get better. And you'll also notice some other things, like maybe your coworkers. Maybe you were also being deconstructive to your coworkers. Maybe you have learned how to collab better and give them constructive criticism to help everybody work together as a whole, and you all get to be a big friend group. And instead of people avoiding you at the Christmas party, they want to be around you. And maybe you can set an example for your boss. Maybe your boss likes to tear people down, and that's why you tore people down. But maybe you can set an example for your boss and just have harmony in the workplace. This constructive criticism causes trust between coworkers and other like higher ups and people at the work. Clarity. There will be clear conversations that are being had between bosses and workers and even students and teachers. This criticism and drive to do better will motivate you to like continue being good. And innovation, you can come up with new ways to do constructive criticism. And you can even have students criticize each other, which I think is good too. because it gets them ready for the workplace as well. The culture of the workplace is also affected by this. It causes productivity, collaboration, organization, and feedback. This helps all the workers like work together like a big machine, like a clock. They're all very important pieces of this. And I think some key takeaways of constructive criticism are that it emphasizes leadership and creates a positive environment and like produces growth in everybody there. And it also helps people reach their goals. Thank you for watching my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it and can apply it to your life. Bye!